Lego Batman is alright, but why did it have to focus on emotional growth? Just because no one has done it before doesn't mean it's a good idea. Batman doesn't need emotions to beat up the bad guys. The only thing lamer than Batman going through emotional growth would be Batman dancing ballet with a pink bat-themed leotard. They didn't need to bring Batman down to our pathetic level, where we need love to thrive. Batman's supposed to be better than us. He doesn't need family, he doesn't need friendship, he doesn't need romance.
Master Bruce, your greatest fear is...
Snakes?
No.
Clowns?
No. It's being a part of a family again.
No, now it's snake clowns because you put that idea in my head.
Sir, you need to take responsibility for your life, and it starts by raising the young orphan you adopted.
I thought I was being sarcastic.
Hello, secret camera.
Mind you, Batman actually has a friend. A best friend. And his name is Superman. And what's even more weird is that in this movie he shows up to Superman's party and Superman is embarrassed. And that doesn't make sense because in the Lego Batman, Superman v Batman is actually canon, so they actually tried to kill each other at one point. But then they behave weirdly, awkwardly on parties, huh? Very odd. Anyways, Lego Batman, a great movie, let down by emotional growth. You can tell exactly where it went wrong. Batman kicks everyone's ass while blasting an amazing song that he wrote out of his Batmobile. All the greatest Batman villains have assembled in a combined effort to destroy Gotham. Batman stops them in the nick of time, saving Gotham from certain doom. A beautiful scene. And then it happened. In every movie you have that moment. That one moment of conflict that kicks off the entire story. A defining moment that shapes what the rest of the movie will try to do. Often you can guess how the story will end at this point. And here it is. One of Batman's one-liners cuts a little too deep, leaving the Joker emotionally crushed. And just like his heart, my heart was broken. All this build-up, all this amazing scene, all this ass-kicking, all was just to frame this emotionally stunted, retarded story. Batman has broken Joker's heart, and now he will have to spend this entire movie learning from this one mistake of being emotionally mature and detached. Oh my god. Complete with an ending where he has to grovel before the Joker. This is all we have. The entire movie framed as a Batman movie. In fact, just a romantic comedy where the Batman has to learn to value the Joker. The only emotional growth I want to see out of the Batman is the one where he finally learns that he needs to kill the Joker. Not one where he learns to respect the Joker, much less spends an entire movie doing so, and behaving retardedly just because he's being portrayed as emotionally unworthy by this stupid movie. Not only is this completely insane for the Batman, but it's even worse for the Lego Batman, who is highly exaggerated at problem solving and self-sufficiency. A king of a character, brought down by this one flaw. It's like watching a whole amazing YouTube video, only to realize that it was about My Little Pony all along. With a simple tragic choice gone wrong, and then people just went along with it. Everything else in this movie was amazing. Everything except for the overarching story. Robin is amazing. Batman is amazing, at least in the first half of the movie. Most of the villains are amazing. The fight scenes are brilliant. The puns, amazing. The finest comedy only. And then all just to have this bullshit happen. I like to think that there's an alternate reality out there somewhere where the Lego Batman movie makes sense, where it's about kicking ass and not kissing it. And it's not even so far off. It could have been written nearly identically without this emotional garbage. If the reason why the Joker brought on the apocalypse had been to try to beat Batman instead of trying to make him jealous, that would have made everything better. There would have still been room for all the amazing things that this movie had to offer. With that Joker rubbing his butt on the Batmobile. What if the Batman had been trying to stop the Joker all along instead of unwittingly helping him along with his plan? What if instead the law had been the one trying to stop Batman from following through, instead of Batman accidentally helping the Joker? I mean, when has that ever happened? When has Batman ever accidentally helped the Joker? And what instead if the Joker had brought on the apocalypse, but then he saw that it was out of control and he had to work together with the Batman, instead of this nonsense where every villain in the entire universe just bows down in front of the Joker so that the Joker can act out this retarded story of a broken heart and jealousy. Fucking Sauron and Voldemort are both there, and they put up with this shit. Fucking everyone gets along. Everyone except for the Batman with himself. And they even could have had that part where they free all the villains from Arkham to fight the apocalypse, because no one wants to die. They didn't have to do it because they were spurned by the Joker. Everyone's behaving retardedly emotionally. I hate this movie and I love it. Everything that happens is so cool, but it all happens for the wrong reason and is completely illogical, because every character is insane. They could have gotten perfectly away with just the villains being insane, because they are. Why would the Batman have to be insane? Why does everything need an emotional arc? You could think they ruined the Batman, but what if they actually improved the Batman? What if now he can finally stop being such a pussy about his fucking origin story in every single movie? Yes, let's focus on that silver lining. Subscribe for more movies and Batmans. Goodbye. And like the video for the love of bats.